Hello friends, welcome back. In the previous video, we have seen one of the package which is NumPy. Though we have enough to learn about NumPy, okay, quickly let me introduce you to another package which is matplotlib. Right? So let me write it. It is plot lib. Right? So this is a library. So which obviously it is in Python. Okay, that helps you for plotting of graphs. When I say graphs, you must get an idea like you must be remembering the bar graphs or pie chart that you must have drawn during your 8th, ninth, and 10th standards. Right. Otherwise, if you are not able to recollect also, don't worry. So I'm going to introduce you to the matplotlib library, right, which is going to help you in order to plot things. Right. This is extremely helpful in case if you are going towards machine learning applications and if you're trying to find a relation between two variables. Okay. So how do we start with? So as I said, like it is not a function, so I'll have to import it, right? So the keyword that I'll be using is import, right? So what is that I'm trying to do is plot lib, right? So like numpy as np, if you want to introduce some shortcut, yes, you can do it. Otherwise, right now I will not be using that. So let me install and try finding out what is the version that I'm trying to use it. Let me say print. I will say matplotlib. We have to put a dot, two underscores, v at sion, version, two underscores. Right. This will help you to know what is the current version on which you are working. So I'm working on 3.7.1 MATLAB version. Right. So next is we will try introducing two variables, right? So let me say it as x and y, and a very commonly used plot like linear graph, right? So which tries to establish the relationship between x and y. Say maybe you can call it as y is equal to mx plus c plot we will do, right? So in order to do that, what I'll do is first I will import matplotlib. Say I'll say instead of typing such a big number, big word, I'll say PLT, right? So this is the most commonly used one. Then I will also be using some important mathematical function. So I'll be using NumPy as well, right? So this is what we have studied in previous video, right? So let me define now what is X and what is Y, right? So in order to do that, so what I will do is I will define X. X is equal to, say, you can directly define the array, or what I'll do is I will use np dot, okay, I'll use linear space, linspace, okay, so which will help me to position my numbers from 0 to 10. Say if I want to have a unique space, I mean the space between to be uniform, so what I'll say is, so with a gap of 1, so let me plot from 0 to, let me arrange the x points as 0 to 10, right? So let me define some value of m. M is equal to zero point 0.6, right? So then what I will do is I will introduce c also, which is let's say 25. Then I will define y. Y is equal to m into x, that is star, into x plus c. It's not capital, it's small c. Right. Next, I have to plot now and I have to show you the results. So what I'll have to do is I have to write PLT. PLT is the that short form of MATLAB plot. Then plot. What should I plot? I have to plot x comma y. Right. So once I do this, I have to call a function to display it. Okay, so plt dot show, right? So once I do this, now you can see now the plot. Okay, so where I have 0 to 1, right? That's what I have given here. Okay, so the problem is, though I have given the spacing as 0, 1, and 10, so I was expecting like 0, 1 to 10 here. Okay, and on the y-axis, okay, so that is not happening, right? So though you change the value, say suppose I'll make it, I will give it some large value 25, and this I'll make it 250. Only those x-axis and y-axis labels, whatever are there, the coordinates, those will vary, but I don't see much changes in the graph until unless I make this as negative value, right? Say if I make this as negative value, you can observe the plot, right? It's negative slope. Right. You can play with changing the value of M and C, but what happens is, okay, though the scale, whatever is put on x-axis and y-axis is changing, you don't see like much variation in the graph. You will feel like you are seeing the same. So in order to avoid that, okay, so let me introduce you to the one of the line which will help me to fix this part, x variables, I mean x labels and y labels, and then subsequently the graph looks something different. Let me try out that. Let me show that. Import, same thing, matplotlib dot py plot as plt. Next, import numpy as np. Okay, so let me define that x. So previous to the similar to the previous program, I'll write np dot linspace. I will say 0, comma 1, comma 10. Next, let me define y. So to make the figure little attractive, what I'll do is y is equal to, I'll use np dot sinusoidal wave sine of x. I will take, right? So in order to say like this is a figure, right? I'm trying to plot figure, say some value, right? Which is equal to, a is equal to, I will write plt dot subplots. If I want to have a grids inside the graph, right? I will do the subplots. Then I will say a is equal to, right? I have to plot, what all should I plot? I have to plot x and y, okay? And how much should be the line thickness? That also I can define. Okay, I will say line width is equal to, say, I'll say 3.0 or 0, right? Then I will define, okay. So the problem was like, though I had given a linear space between them, so it was not appearing on the x-axis as you can see here, right? Now what I'll do is, I will set now a dot set, right? So I want to set the x limit as well as y limits, which is equal to, say, I will say 0, comma 9. So that means it will run from 0 to 9, okay, comma ex ticks dot np array, or np arrays I will use, right? So 1 comma 9, then I'll put a comma. Then similarly, I will define for y limit, which is equal to 0 comma 9 y ticks dot np array 1 comma 9. Okay. Then finally, I will plot plt dot show. Okay. There is some bracket. Line 11. Okay. So there was a bracket missing. I had made it changes. So if I plot like this, where np dot sign 2x I made, so you get a graph like this, which is a sinusoidal wave, which you are not able to see it properly. So let me change the equation of y. Say I'll make it as 6 plus 3 times 6 plus 3 times np dot sine 2x. Let me see now. Okay. So let me change the x-axis now. I will make it 10 to 100. Let me rerun. Yes, you're able to see it better. Right. So similarly, I will change. I keep on changing this. So instead of 2x, I'll make it as x. Let's see. Right. Okay. So like this, keep changing the values, and you should be see whatever is the problem that we had earlier, where I was not getting the axis was not getting fixed. So I fixed it now. So based on whatever is the equation that you give, say suppose I'll change this equation 4 plus this is what 2 into x, right? So you get a beautiful sine wave, right? So I will change this width, whatever is there. I can make the line little thinner. Can observe here, the line became little thinner, and you can change the color of the graph, everything. I expect you to try out that, how to change the colors, right? Then, okay, that's all for this video. So please try out this. This is one more instruction that I have added, which if you skip also, that should not be a problem, right? So please try out this program. And for the help, you have a separate link, matplotlib. There is a website which can give you more insights into it. You can visit that. The link to that will be available in the comment section. Okay. See you in the next video. Thank you.